Hi, I'm Tia Louise Townsend. I'm doing the UAL Level 3 Extended Diploma in Performing and Production Arts Acting. This is Project 2, The Horror Walk, Papa Diablo's Circus of Horrors. This is my context video. Identify your own needs as a performer within this project. What will this project demand from you as a performer, and how do you rate your ability to be successful? Make links to your skills audit and your career goals. For me to be able to show off my skills and abilities as a performer, I need to be able to have confidence in myself and be in a space which is non-judgmental. I like to be able to feel safe and as though even if I mess up, nothing bad will happen. I need to be capable of expressing my ideas and opinions freely and have others' ideas ready to explore them too. I need to work on my characterisation skills and how to play a scary role. I will be required to complete research and ask for feedback and then apply my feedback and research to my practical performance. It will require me to put in more than what is listed on the assignment brief. I will need to be able to manipulate my voice better to create a more believable character to suit separate roles. My plan to improve is to do vocal warm-ups before each rehearsal and my performance. I will also do some research and talk to Lydia and my peers about how to improve upon that. I will engage in more performance roles with a range of vocal requirements, such as trying to do an accent. I think that I will be able to complete these goals because I actively take part to the best of my ability in all activities possible for me. In order to meet my future goals of being a teacher, I must successfully be able to show and teach my students how to do things and how to improve upon them. Identify your target audience and their needs. Our target audience are people who want to be scared and those who enjoy watching horror. The gender is non-specific. We have set the age group to 14+. We have done this with the aim of protecting the younger people. We have not put an age barrier as we feel as though they can be the judge of whether they are suitable to watch. Our main target audience is people in the working class, therefore it should cost no more than £10 a ticket, as it must be affordable for them to come and watch. Due to COVID-19, people tend to be more reluctant to come out, so we can put COVID-19 restrictions in place in order to keep people safer and more at ease. It must be accessible and we must advertise it well. Some expectations from the audience are that they will be expecting to be scared, entertained, kept safe, and they'd be expecting to get their money's worth. We're expecting some of their behaviours to include them being rowdy, annoying, screaming, pretending not to be scared, and possible panic. We will have an escape route planned for anyone to allow anyone to get out as fast as they possibly need to. We will have all audience members sign a disclaimer stating that it is only a performance, and we will release information about the show beforehand. Identify how you plan to keep yourself, fellow actors and audience members safe. I plan to research how to make a successful risk assessment and make one with my peers and my tutor this week. I've never done a risk assessment before, therefore it will help me to improve as an actor, and I will need it to be able to teach my future students how to make one. The audience will have to sign a disclaimer in order to watch the show so that we are protected. Identify the main theme, styles and practitioners you will be working on within the project and how these will be embedded. The main themes of the show are circus, voodoo, spiritual, cult, brainwashing, blackmail and magic. These will be embedded by an overall theme of brainwashing. Papa Diablo is an evil ringmaster who has brainwashed all of the other actors. Our performance will be promenade and immersive to keep the audience keen and engaged. Our main practitioner we are focusing on is Arthur, who is a French writer who is sadly mentally insane. His performances target the senses of the audience and often have little to no meaning and often don't quite make sense. He focused on very production heavy, which our show will be as well, meaning that there are lots of uses of lights, music, SFX, physical imagery, costume, colour, vocal expression or soundscapes, silence and props. Identify the constraints of this project. Some constraints we may face as as actors we may face include the absence of other actors, which make it difficult to rehearse and see whereabouts everyone is going to fit in. There is the possibility of COVID restrictions as well, which means we could have to change the performance so that the audience isn't cut down. Last year, they actually said they couldn't do it because of the COVID lockdown, so they ended up actually doing it outside, which it is a possibility. However, it will just be really hard to be ready to do it, and then all of a sudden we've got to do it outside. So that's something we could possibly think about. Our main possible constraint includes a lack of budget. We can only spend what we know we will make back so that we don't lose any money. What are your performance and production roles for the project, and how will you prepare for this to ensure you execute these successfully? Currently, as a group, we are still looking into possible characters and storylines. Therefore, I don't know my character or my roles just yet. However, soon I am hoping to know. I do know that my main aim for the performance is to scare my audience and to entertain them. Once I know my character, I will research how they typically act and how I can improve. In terms of the production roles, we're still not sure on whose role is what yet. So as soon as I know that, I will be researching what that role includes and what I can do to become better at that role. Identify what research you will need to do in order to be successful in this project. In order to meet my assignment brief specifications, I need to research your production role, the responsibilities and how you rate your abilities and execute them successfully, how to write a successful risk assessment, and any areas you identify with the new practice as being weak, and even development and techniques and strategies you can trial in order to improve. For example, projection, clarity, line learning, etc. Horror as a genre and what conventions are used to engage and frighten an audience. Promenade and interactive performance. The topic or theme of your piece decided in collaboration with your group. Any inspiration given to you to support the development of the performance style, such as films. Any necessary character researches. Any theatrical horror experiences, such as the Saw Alive at Thorpe Park. And at Thorpe Park, performance companies and how they devise their performance material. In order to improve my character in the future, I will research how my character typically acts and what I can do to make it more believable. I will research Artur and his styles to make the performance better, and I will even touch into Stanislavski's techniques in naturalism and emotional memory to try and bring out the true character. Identify what resources you think you may need. We will need lighting, set, props, costume, makeup, SFX, music. All these things help to create a scary atmosphere. For example, the audience are often immersed in horror settings, and there are many sudden changes in sound and light. It is often very slow to quick, and then that will happen very fast for the impact. The list of things that we will need will continue to grow as it goes on. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.